There are three ways to zoom in and out. One is shift and click an area and you'll zoom in. Another is to use the scroll bar on the left side of the window there, zoom in and out. Another is to use the scroll wheel on your mouse. You can move the map left and right, just click and drag it. You can also use these scroll bars at the bottom and on the right hand side there to move up and down and left and right. Let's take a look at the object lists. There are quite a few of them here. So if we just go to the main objects list there, we can scroll through by just clicking there and using the scroll wheel on your mouse, or use the scroll bar like that. We can also expand this window and make the object rotate in 3D, either quickly or a little slower, or stop it by clicking in the middle. I want to add some objects down here at my airfield, so I'll zoom in a little here. And there are three ways to add objects. One, well, first of all, let's select it. I'm going to go for a winter tree 166, and we can go control click or use the insert key or 0 key. So let's add a few trees here. Now if we want to delete them, well, we can just hit the delete key, but to control the order in which they're deleted, what we can do is to actually put the mouse over the next object. So notice that that one's now selected. I can go down here and select that one as well, and that just makes it a whole lot easier to delete objects, especially when there are other types of objects around. Alright, so that's that. Now I'd like to select another kind of object. We could go, say we want to go down to the power pole at 144. I could go down there, but whoopsie daisy, it's changed that object. So before we go and do that, we should actually click back on there and delete that. I want to put another tree there. So before we do that, choose unselect and then go and select the next type of object. And so we can just put those, which is the power pole, down there. Okay, I'm just going to leave that for now. If you want to, if you already have objects down there, just click on them and we can add another one of the same type. Let's take a look at moving and rotating objects. I'm just going to come across here, and I want to add another hanger here. I'm just going to click on that and go control click. Notice it's on the wrong angle, so we can use the 1 and 3 keys for 30-degree changes. That's actually spot on there, but 4 and 6 for 15-degree changes, and 7 and 9 for 5-degree changes. So let's line that baby up there, and what we can also do is to go into 3D view, and we can move that. That's actually moving quite fast, right? So we can use the F1 key to make it move very slowly. Let's zoom out a little. The F2 key makes it move a little faster. The F3 key, and we can move very fast indeed. So I'll go back to F2 there and zoom in with F1. And if we want to rotate in 3D, we can rotate at any angle. That's just holding down the mouse wheel and moving your mouse left and right, so get any angle there. And that's really all there is to it. That's in terms of like moving and rotating objects, nice and easy. There's one more thing. If you want an object to face east, which is often useful, use the 5 key. That's a good way so you can get objects to be exactly the same angle. Start east and then add your 30 or 30 degrees or whatever from there. There's another way to check things out in 3D view. Just make sure you have nothing selected. Like for example now that's selected. Let's go unselect and hit the enter key. You get that funky little round thing, and you can just with the right mouse button down you can zoom around and also use your F2, F3 keys for the speed of movement. By the way, if you get all this funky text come up, then all you need to do is go Shift Tab and it'll make it go away again. Let's look at a more creative side of the FMB. So for example, this hanger here has some blast walls on either side, but the blast walls are in fact just the aircraft blast shelter. So we can merge objects to create quite unique looking structures. Stick him back in there, and let's shoot over to a couple of other things over here. Oops. And so for example, this shed behind the hangar here, look at that, it's a nice long shed, right? But actually it's just 3 smaller sheds that have been merged in just like that. And there are a few other little things here, like this little shed here is not an FMB object, but this long one is. Just merge it in and it looks quite unique. And also here with the wool, it's not actually two wools, it's 4. And so just stick him back in there. And there's one more thing here I'll just mention here, which is this hanger. So this hanger is actually open on both ends, and all I've done is put another hanger in there to cover it up, right? And so also allowing that door to still be open there. Let's bring it back so that's flush. So that's the kind of thing that we can do. Merging objects is a really good way to create unique looking stuff, and it's a good avenue for your creativity. Let's put all of this together by making a little AA position. I'm going to go up to the round sandbags, which is 157, and I'll stick him down there to zoom in a little. Oh, there he goes. Okay, shift tab, get rid of that, and let's zoom in there to get the angle right. And it's just using the mouse's scroll wheel. And now I'm going to go to another list, which is the artillery list. If you want your artillery weapons to fire, do not choose them from the stationary objects list, because those objects do not fire. I'm going to go to a 20mm flak 38, stick them down there, and go into 3D view to place them. Also in 3D view you can add objects, like with the 0 key there. There we go, and there's another one there. So anyway, I'll leave it there. That's enough for this tutorial. I'm sure it's enough to get you started, and I hope you've learned a thing or two. So this is Flying Nutcase wishing you